Today's
Yep, Yatzer Rami.
and also
Yaakov.
and also the Yadich, no? Tanya.
No, that's it. Chazal.
Afi?
Yes.
Rabbi Raskin. We're doing Europe French. What?
Weird. You hear we come to
Oh, he's here for 2 days. He only came for this Europe. Three, I came tonight. He's gonna talk, but in French.
I want to see the so many. Son speaks French.
Huh?
My son speaks French. My siblings speak French.
Yeah? Why, they went to Amsterdam?
My son learned in Vermont.
Wow.
My father was actually right in Dutch.
I learned from Miami.
Philly.
Yeah, so when I'm in college, we're gonna be able to do Shmoneh before it's too late, and then we're gonna get it back to the shots with that. Walking in, makes no any sense.
Baruch atah Adonai Einu v'asenu le'Avraham Yitzchak v'le'Yaakov l'Gadol ha'Gibor v'Hanara Elilem gomel chasadim Tavim konei hakol v'Eretz v'Kol Ibnei B'neihem Leman shemo be'ahava Melazem ma shomagim Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham אתה גיבור לי אוהל למדנו מחיים מעשים אתה לא שמע שיבה רוח ומוריד הגשם מחלקל חיים בחסד מחיים מעשים ברחמים רבים צועמך נותנים ורפתיך ולמתיר אסורים מקיימים מנס וישני עפר מחמל גיבור עצמי די מלאך ולמי משמחה יום עצמי הישועה ולמטה לך היש מעשים ברוך אתה אדוני נחי המעשים עכשיו נריצח כנו ימסי עשו יצח ויקדש המשל לשם לך קדושה ככס ולנביך וכרזה על זה ואמר קדש 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 בימי עצמות מלאריס כבוד ולמעשה משעה ויחים יאמרים ברק ובנמיקאים ובדברי קדשה כעשו לימויר אין מחדוני לי אין מצא לדבר בדר הללויה אתה קדש ושים קדש וקדש שים וכל מה חסר ברוך אתה אדוני הילה קדש אתה חונן מלאדנו אז מלאדנו שמינכון אין מאיתך חוכמה ולמלאס ברוך אתה אדוני כהנין עדס אשיבנו אבינו לסר עשיך וקרבינו מלכינו לעבד עשיך ואחזירינו ויש לו שלם ונפנם ברוך אתה אדוני הרי יצא בתשובה צלחנו רבינו כי חתנו וכל מעשינו כי פרשנו כי איתו וסלחת ברוך אתה אדוני חנן אמר בארץ לא יח ונביא ענני וניבל ונגל מהר אמן שמחכי אל כל חזק אתה ברוך אתה אדוני גואל ישראל לפעין אדוני ונרפשן ושכיסר לסנאת ועלי רוחה ורפואה שלם לכל מכויסנו כי אל מלך לא יפנם ברחמתה ברוך אתה אדוני לא יפך אלי עמו ישראל ברך אדוני לנסף שנה זויס ואיס כל מיני סבואס על לטוב סנטלמת על ברכה על פני אדם עשה בן וברך שנעשינו כשנים הטוב לברכה כי אל תמשבתם ברכה שנים ברוך אתה אדוני מברך שנים לקבץ שפר גדול אחר יסנו וסנס לקבץ גלו יסנו וקבצנו יחד וארבע כנפות הארץ לארצנו ברוך אתה אדוני לקבץ נדחי עמו ישראל אשיב השבתנו כבשנו וצנו כבתכלב העצר ונראה גם ורחם לא יכלל אתה אדוני לבדך בחסד וברחמים וצדק ומשפט ברוך אתה אדוני ואלוהי צדקה ומשפט ולמה שימת העסיק ואבי כל האמינים וכל הזיינים כרגע ובכל אבי קריסו ומלכות שם לסקירוס שם לסמק וסקניה במהרה ואמן ברוך אתה אדוני שגבי מחני הזידים על הצדיקים ועל החסידים והזקני עמך בייס ישראל ואפלת אז בייסוי פריהם ועל גרת צדם ונרחמך אדוני אלוהינו ושם סחת ולכל הבויתכם ושמך באמס ושמך כאילו ממליאי למננה ושקי וחבטך ברוך אתה אדוני שאני מפתח לצדיקים ירושלים עירך ברחמים תשוב וסשכם בסך כאשר דיברת וחסד אברהם ושיחת ובני עשה בקרב ימינו והנה לעולם ברוך אתה אדוני כהני ירושלים אסתם דוד עבדי מנסה שביע וכאן יותר משועשיך כי לשועסך כנקוליים ברוך אתה אדוני מצביע כן לשוע שמה כהן ברחם ורחם עלי וקבל ברחמים ורסן תפילתנו כי אל שומע תפילת וסך אדונים אתה ומלפניך מלכי דורי כמה תשבנו כי אתה שומע תפילת כל כן ברוך אתה אדוני ימי התפילה אצל אדוני אלוהינו ואף תפילתם שיבה ואיתן לדביר וישראל ושישראל ותפילתם באהבה וקבלו ברצון צילה רצון תמיד אבויד ישראל עמך ושחזיני ושוב חלציון ברחמים ברוך אתה אדוני המחזיר שכנסו לציון מה איתי מנח לך אדוני אלוהינו ליאל ועצו חיים מגיעים שנתו לדור בדר לא יודע לך סבדי לעשיך אל חיים המסורים בידיך ונפרסין הפיקודו יסלח ויאנס שבנו מנפלסיך וטוב ושבכל איסר ואבוי כבצהריים הטוב כי לא יחלו רחמך מרחם כי לא ישמוך שדה הקים יואלם קיווינו לך ועל כולם ספר בישראל ממבצנעשי שמך מכיר תמיד יואלם ועד וכל החיים ונוחס אל אביה לשמה גדול למקיטוב אלה שעשינו בעזרתנו סלע אילתו ברוך אתה אדוני הטוב שמך ולך נלדויס שמשלת וברכה חיים הם לחסד ורחמים עלינו והכל ישראל עמך ברכינו אבינו כל כאחד באר פניך כי באר פניך נשאת לנו אלוהינו תוירס חיים ואבס חסד וצדקה וברכה ורחמים וחיים ושלום וטוב בינך ורחמך ישראל בכל עיס ובכל שבי שלמך ברוך אתה אדוני מברך את עמו ישראל בשלום אמן צדיק אנחנו וחסן אבל אנחנו ואבויסים חסן
הסחנו לסביבו,
לך כלומר רחמים 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 יהיה ויסיאצה וימושם תעזי שבסר שק שמנו מה מרקים ויקרא בשם אדוני בשם נאמר והיה בורד רבן ויקרא אדוני נרח ובכן רחמי ורחש ואמת הוא ידע אצלנו זכור כי עפר אנחנו עזרנו לא ישנו דבר כבוד שמך ועצרנו וכפר על חטאינו למען שמך יסגדל ויסקדש שמך רבה ועל מרבירך לסייף יעמק מלכוסי ויצמח פור כנה וכנה משיחי וחייכנו ויומיקנו וחיי לכל בייס ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ממנו אמן
שמירה מברך
שמירה מברך למולה עמי עמיה ישראל וישתבח וישראל וישרמן וישנשי ויסדר וישראל ויסלול שמי קודשה לילה מן כל וחס ושירה סתוש ואז ברכם הסדה אמיר ואלמד מירו אמן תזכה ואצלו יסם ואוס יחד אנחנו בייס ישראל קדם אחלדי ושמי ומירו אמן שלום רמם שמיה וחיים טוב מעלינו ועל כל ישראל ומירו אמן שלום יברמה ושלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ומירו אמן עלינו לשם
ועשה לגיגה יהיה רצוי בזמן
נאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ואמרו אדוני אחד ושמו אחד סקדה שמרבה ועל מדבירה כרוסי ועמליך מלכוסי ועצמח פור כנה וקרא משיחי וחייכנו ויומיקנו וחיי לכל בייס ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ממנו אמן
שמירה מברך
שמירה ומברך למולה עמי עמיה ישראל וישתבח ויספאר וישרמן וישנשי ויסדר ויסלל ויסלול שמי קודשה בריחו לילה מן כל וחס ושירה סתוש ואז ברכם הסדה מירה ואלמד מירו אמן יהי שלום הרב משמיה וחיים טוב מעלינו ועל כל ישראל ומירו אמן יעשה שלום יברמה ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ומירו אמן
זה ואני אז בו, ואני עשיסי, ואני עצור, זה נשמע ויושבת בנך
ושמי תפלתי של הגרש בגלל באתם יהווה כבוד מבדי שמיים מקד בנגבי שמימה מרדדים כבש אפילו חבילי עצים אפילו חבילי קנים כדי שיסבחו אמן וטובל דאויר וטובל מחץ שנסון על מיילס Amiara haya moili umevi bavmai kevam shava la Rabbi Hanan ben Akash Omerat Akadosh Baruch Hu Lezakois Israel Leficha Ir Balaim Torah Mitzvah Sheneemar Adonai Chavetz Leman Tzidko Yagdi Torah Ve'adi Esgada Veskada Shemeraba Alma Virach Ruseja Amlich Malchusevia Fapur Kanevi Karev Meshike Vechayekno Veyamekno Vechaye Dechol Beis Israel Ba'agala Vizman Karev Meru Amen Eish Meirava Mevoira Kala Mole Alme Almaya Yesvare Vishtavach Israel Visrema Visnasei Visaldar Visalei Visolol Shemedi Kutcha Beriku Leila Min Kol Virchasa Vishirasa Tushvaz Verechemasa Da Miram Ve'almav Meru Amen Al Israel Varabarim Ve'al Tamideim Ve'al Kol Tamidei Samideim Ve'al Kol Mande Askim Beraisa Divi Asra Haden Ve'divi Kol Asar Ve'asar Elo Nechom Shalom Rabachina Ve'chiza Ve'rachamim Ve'chayin Arichem Zon Reficha Kana Min Kadem Avandi Vishmaya Emeru Amen Shalom Rabba Mishamaya Ve'chayin Tev Maleinu Ve'al Kol Israel Emeru Amen Shalom Ibrahim Ve'aseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Israel Emeru Amen
Today in Jewish history, today is the yard site of Rabbi Yaakov Abu Chatzira, the grandfather of the Baba Sali. Rabbi Yaakov is known, one of the things he's known for is for never sleeping in a bed. He's also known for, he would daven every day, Shemona Esrei, 3 times a day, an hour. Zamida would take him an hour. 3 times a day, so 3 hours of his day was Zamida, unless the Musaf was 4 hours. Just Zamida was an hour. And in the middle of Amida, he didn't hear, the whole world was dead to him. He didn't hear anything, didn't see anyone, to the extent that he was known for that. To the extent that one time people wanted to prove a point, so they went in, they were screaming, making a whole big tumult. He didn't hear anything. So they shot gunshots right by his ear. Didn't move, didn't budge, nothing. He was davening. No, Trump was hit. He got nipped a little. He didn't get nothing. Afterwards,
if that happened, they didn't go.
And after they asked him for forgiveness, of course, but they were trying to mess him up. So he's also the art like we mentioned of the Rambam, and just a quick story of the Rambam that we heard from Yasser Baltil. The Yismach Moshe was the first Satmar Rebbe. First Satmar Rebbe, the Yismach Moshe. So it was going back in Hungary in the late 1700s probably. He was a student of the Chayza of Lublin, and who was a student of the Maggid Mezrich, who was a student of the Baal Shem Tov. And so he, I don't know who he asked. I don't know the story. I don't know if he asked if it was his Rebbe, the Chayza of Lublin. I'm not sure, but he asked him if he could have, if he could be zoche, if he could merit to have the Yirat Shemayim, the fear that the Rambam had while writing the Yad HaChazaka, writing the Rambam, writing the book the Rambam, what we know as the Rambam. If he could taste the Yira that he had, and again, I'm not sure who it was that he asked the question to, but assume, let's say it was the Chayz Levin, told him, no, he can't be Zaychet, he can't merit that, because if he did merit that, then he would pass out.
No, you did.
One second. He said, but what I could grant you, I don't know how these grants work. You fill out a grant request, I don't know how that works.
But the Jewish Federation.
Yeah. So what I could grant you is, I could grant you the yira he had when he was acting as a doctor. The Rambam we know was a doctor, he was a physician. He would spend, when he moved to Egypt, we discussed last night that he was born in Spain, he had to run from Spain, he went to Morocco, he went to Egypt, via Eretz Yisrael, a whole story which a few months ago we discussed about the storm on the way to Eretz Yisrael. Anyway, so when his boat almost capsized and his family till this day they celebrate that day as a Yom Tov. In any case, the Rambam became the doctor of the Sultan of I think it's called the Sultan of Egypt, the King of Egypt. What's it called?
He wasn't doctor, it was Sultan.
Doctor of the whatever, the King of Egypt
Sultan
was
as a doctor, but
was a doctor.
was doctor at the Hair.
The Hiram? What's the Hiram?
Basically, we're wives of Muslim
Hagman?
live at a special house.
Harim.
Yeah. This is called the Hair, where the women live. And he was
I don't know. I asked.
basically caring for offspring and
It should be Hiram, huh?
in
any case-
for Sultans.
I don't know the way it was in the book. In the book, it said they're the king of. That's what I read in the book. In the book called Rambam, printed by CIS publishers, and also in the movie we watched a few weeks ago. We had here a movie night. We had a movie of the story of the Rambam. Huh? No, it wasn't Disney.
I think Rabbi Pete is doing the
He did that
Gem.
movie. No, it wasn't a Gem movie. It was a Jewish History Channel.
Oh.
I don't know who they are. But Jewish History Channel. In any case, so the way. So he would go there every day for 3 hours. He'd spend in the morning there, and then he'd come back, and
All night he used to
the whole people coming,
Yeah.
and he was whatever. If people were able to pay something, they paid something. They weren't able to pay, they didn't pay. They didn't have money. He would give them money for medicine. He would, and the whole day he was doing that until he would collapse completely, and he was even treating people from his bed until he couldn't do it anymore. And the way we know this is because the Rambam writes a letter to, he had one of his students called Rabbi Yosef of Baghdad. I think it was Yosef of Baghdad. Known as. And he writes to Rabbi Yosef of Baghdad, wanted to visit him, but he tells him, I'm not going to have time for you. I'm not going to have to because this is my schedule. And it simply won't have a minute. I'm busy. In any case, so whoever it was that told the Yismach Moshe, first Rebbe, told him that I'll grant you to Yira, the fear that he would have, the Yira Shemayim, for that time of being a doctor. So he accepted it, he took it, and he passed out. He couldn't handle it.
saying he was king.
Yismach Moshe was a tzaddik. He was a tzaddik, even though he was Samer. I'm joking. I was just joking. But he was real tzaddik. He was real tzaddik. Yismach was real tzaddik. He was one of the greatest tzaddikim of Hungary. And he himself was a student of the Chayz of Lublin. He's big. And he wasn't able to hack it. He wasn't able to hack the Yer Shemayim. He passed out. So you can imagine Yer Shemayim of the Rambam. He was what they call Echa B'dar. He was the one in Neshama of one in the generation. And
From Moshe to Moshe. Look up. There's a story like that from the Vilna Gaon, yeah? The Vilna Gaon asked for the year of Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov. No way. And when you got the year of the Rambam, they stopped.
I know we just mentioned last night about the yahrzeit of the Dubin Magid, which is the Dubin Magid's yahrzeit. And
last night or today.
no, it was Shabbos. The yahrzeit was Shabbos. The Dubin Magid was Shabbos. But we mentioned yesterday. We didn't mention it on Shabbos. Yesterday was Sunday, right? Yeah, so we mentioned it yesterday. But the Vilna Gaon used to ask for Musar from the Dubin Magid. You asked him to give him Musar.
Oh, nice.
To tell him, tell me off. Anyway, Meyer, page 118. Somebody works like this. Oh no, today is also the anniversary of the printing of the Rambam. Of the Gemara, the first official print of the Gemara. And the company that the printing press was in Cincino, Italy, which whoever remembers, before Art School came out, the Art School Gemaras, so the only English Gemara we had was a company called Cincino. And the reason why it was called Cincino, the red, remember the red Cincinos? That's Cincino Gemaras. I think you needed a dictionary to understand what I was saying there. They use there in English and you can't understand. Which, by the way, the Rambam used always language He spoke in easy language. The Rambam Sefer, he doesn't use fancy words. And he writes that specifically. No extra words also, but no fancy words. Because he writes that I want to be accessible to everybody. Everybody should understand. Which is interesting. The Rebbe also, listen to the Rebbe's phrase. The Rebbe used a fancy, the Rebbe spoke a very yes, but for bringing the Rebbe spoke a simple Yiddish. Okay, but the Rebbe spoke people Hebrew. The Rebbe speak a fancy Hebrew, a basic Hebrew.
Or English.
Okay, whatever. The point is that the Rambam spoke up.
He had a translator also. It didn't matter.
The Rambam would write in an easy Hebrew. He wouldn't use a fancy. He wouldn't use difficult words. Simple. A guy like me can understand basic Rambam. I'm saying it's not. He didn't use difficult words. There's more difficult words, Talmudic words. There's more. The Rambam didn't do that. He used simple words because he wanted everybody to understand. He wanted to be safe for everybody. Very, very, very saying the language, the same thing. The Rebbe's Yiddish, the Rebbe used. The Rebbe of course had online. It was good, but not. The Rebbe didn't use difficult words.
Normal. He's like it's not like Mishlovin speaks. Mishlovin speaks like a village person. Rebbe wasn't like.
No, I don't mean a low class Yiddish.
No, I'm not
what I mean is, there's some people speak a high vocabulary. And even in English, when people speak English, there's a high vocabulary. There's people that speak a high vocabulary. You know, Yossi Jacobson likes to use fancy words. Yossi Jacobson uses 7 words for the same thing, so you'll understand it. But
in his house, nobody ever spoke Yiddish.
Okay, but that's not the point is that there's fancier words, there's more simple words that anyone can understand. There's giving a speech where you want to show everybody you have a good vocabulary.
Proper, like correctly, correct grammar, everything, but like very simple. Correct? Like a good Yiddish.
Yeah, but
to me,
not fancy words.
Not fancy, but
not difficult. There was
not like village also. Like
there was speaking words that people can understand. People.
But you could see that person was like educated person.
Of course, the content of what's being said, but I'm saying that you bring it down to our level. Wasn't trying to be fancy. I'm not saying the Rambam also wasn't trying to be fancy. He was trying to be. Maariv, come.
It's like a perfect.
Who wants to be Chazan for Maariv? Anybody want to be Chazan for Maariv?
Him.
Oh, it's like Reuven and Shimon. You want to your aunt's your son. That's what happened.
Adonai Shamla Haninu Vim Karina Shamla Haninu Vim Karina Shamla Haninu Vim Karina Gada Ves Kadash Mirabab Alman Viraku say Yamek Vatsmapur Karabigram Shikai Vekai and we are making a Vekai for basis Raiba Galavs Bakari Mirame Almaga is by the base by the base Roman base Nasa base. That is a lot of medical Shabrico. Amen. Kamasa da mir belma mir amém bar pesada na mezoina Adonai Elohechem emet.
ונקרא לנו מצרים, נפשנו בפרס.
Uma consideração que veio além, que eu venho escrever no tira vez. O cara vai ver meu plano. Marcos sagrava né, que aí a mulher tinha uma coisa ali no viamro. Ne martivada nesse aqui, que ela me afasta que me bata, da bem gal Israel.
Alguém vai ter
E ele chama de Marcelém, Tata Deina, chama de Samo Israel. Amém. Cada vez que eu dou Shmirabá, ela não virá que você vê a mãe com você vai só por querer que me chiquei. Recai que eu vi a mãe que não me cai, não que eu vejo Israel vaga. Lá os mancari vem meu. Amém.
Amém. Shmirabá.
Shmirabá, a minha malha disso. Aí vi também bem, para ver se eu fiz na serviço. Adoro fazer só o que me deu chabrico. Amém. Ei, lá me colocar para tirar só tu fazer como essa da minha belma, meu amém. Davis Kadash Miraba, Almer Virakus American, who said, Swapur Karim Shikay, Behaiko Miamiko, Behay, the whole base Israel Bag, loves Makari Mirami. Hey, Miram Raklamole, Almia Maria is Babis, Ramam is not saved, so doctor is all to medical Shabrico, the element of Hasrasa, to Shadrakamasa, Miram Mirami, discovers the lesson of our second base Israel, Kanama Vishmai Mirami, Hey, Shalom Ram Shmai Chaim. Malin Valkol Israel Amen. Hey, so Shalom Master Shalom Malin Valkol Israel Amen. Amen.
So that's how he got you. So he's always like guys, man, he got it.
Marvaya Dina Melchal Kolares, Mamahoya Duna, Kadish Moekadis, Gadales, Kadash, Meraba, Yam, Viraka Savior, Mikmato Savior, Smapur, Kanevi Karevi, Shike, Behaikul, Viamek, Behai, the Colbase Israel, Galavs Man Karevi, Mirwan, Maya is Maribab, Spy, Semam, Sase, Sadam, Saleh, Salah, she made a good Shabirico. I mean, Korbakas, Shira, Santush, Batakama, Sada, Miram, Mark, Meru, Hey, Shalom, Rabam, Shamaya, Bekarta, Malena, Kol Israel, Meru, Hey, so Shalom, Miram, Shalom, Malena, Kol Israel, Yavit, Mipne Shaman, Mekaz, Mikvesh, Mimai, Meridad, Shemimab, Meridad, and Kvesh, Apil, Kavil, Kavil, Kapitede, Shehu, Amai, Beori, Petoy, Velma, Suna, Alma, Amara, Moiri, maybe Bamai, even Ale Agateora, Rabbi Hanel, Benakasha, Menakam, Barcoles, Israel, Efika, Irva, like the Ramit, Shenemar, Adena, Kapitleman, Sibiagi, Toira, Gada, Vescada, Shemeraba, Alman Viraku, Savior, Nikmal, Savior, Swapur, Karevi, Shika, Behaikrovia, Mekrovia, the Combis, Israel, Galabis, Makarevi, Meruame, Hello, la concha, la maraba, que na vejeza, verá, caminho, verá, e nariz, dando replica, o cara me encadama, quando me desmaia, primeiro amém. Deixa la maraba, me chamaia, cá, então, malendo, colo Israel, primeiro amém. Deixa, shalom, me brahma, shalom, malendo, colo Israel, primeiro amém.
Amen. Yashikaya. Tonight is not going to be the share by Hanan, but there will be the shir at 8 o'clock by Sharon Lankery, together with sushi tonight at 8 o'clock.